And welcome back to Meridian Community College Baseball Game 2. First pitch from Tyler Lance is inside for ball one. Ty Roche at the plate for Mississippi Delta. Second pitch is high for ball two. Tyler gets one across the plate there for strike one. If you're just tuning in with us, Meridian Community College won game one, 13-8 after falling behind 6-0 in the first inning. Quite the comeback win for the Eagles. Swing and a miss for strike two. Tyler Lance on the mound for Meridian Community College. Lance, a sophomore from Meridian, Mississippi, graduated from West Lauderdale High School. Tyler is 2-2 on the season with a 3.9 ERA. And he gets Roche swinging for out number one. Good start to the game for Tyler Lance. Exactly what the Eagles needed. Now coming up to bat, number 2, Drew Pounders. Pounders was 1 for 5 in game one with a strikeout. Lance's first pitch, a little bit outside for ball one. Tyler's last appearance was last Tuesday against Hines Community College. Pitched 5 great innings, just had a rough 6th inning of that one. Game kind of got away from the Eagles. That pitch is skied high. Looks like it is going to possibly get out of play, but instead it does not. And Donovan Showles had it in his glove, and it just came out. Almost made a circus catch there with his catcher's mask, but instead it hits the ground, and it will be nothing but a strike. 1-1 is the count on Pounders. You know, traditionally they say if you give someone a second chance, they're going to take advantage of it. We'll see what happens there. We'll see what happens. And a weak ground ball to first base. Keegan Westbrook gets it, goes over to first for the out, and that is 2 away. Now coming up to bat, number 25, Parker Lane. And Parker Lane steps up to the plate. And that one is outside for ball one. And that one is fouled off for strike one. Lane steps back up to the plate with a 1-1 count. And that one is hit over around first base. Let's see if Keegan can get to it. And it will be out of play, and it will be a 1-2 count. One, 2 count to Lane. Just getting things started here. Top of the first at Skaggs Field. Game 2 of doubleheader. Swing, and that one got just a piece of it. And I believe it then got a piece of Donovan Showles. Donovan appears to be okay. Everybody appears to be good. Lane did have a homer in the 8th inning of game 1. It was quite the shot. Sent it out to left center. Landed up on the MCC rocks. Swing and a miss for strike 3. 3 up, 3 down. Nobody left on base. Heading to the bottom of the first. 0-0 is your score. Marcarius Lee to lead things off here for the Eagles in the bottom of the first inning. Marcarius had a good first game, including a 2-run homer. Went 3 for 5 on the day with 3 RBIs. First pitch is fouled off, and that will be strike 1. On the mound for the Trojans, A.J. Russo. Russo is 0-1 on the season, 6 appearances, a 9.64 ERA. We'll get the rest of the Eagles lineup here to you in just a second. Batting second, Mac Pickering. Batting third, Hootie Parker. Fourth, Case Garner. Fifth, Donovan Shows. Sixth, Davis Ferguson. Seventh, Gene Torres. Eighth, Keegan Westbrook. And rounding it out, Logan Stewart. Marcarius fouls that one back for strike 2. 1-2 count. Update from Tommy McDonald Field across town. The Meridian Community College Lady Eagles softball team is currently ahead 4-1 in the 6th inning. Russo taking a long time looking in, and he steps off the back of the rubber. Updates on some other MAC JC action. Holmes leads East Mississippi 15-13 at the end of the 7th inning of Game 1. That one is high for ball 2, 2-2 count. Quite the slugfest up there in Scuba. And Marcarius fouls that one off down into the bullpen. It will remain a 2-2 count. If you were not able to tune in to our first game, the Eagles fell behind 6-0, came back and picked up the big 13-8 victory. And Marcarius fouls another one back. Other scores around the MAC JC, these are all Game 1 scores for the most part. Itawamba defeated Northeast Mississippi 9-4. East Central defeated Pearl River 8-2. Gulf Coast defeated Hines 4-2. Jones defeated Southwest 12-2. Northwest defeated Coahoma 8-0. And Marcarius fouls another one off. And that's all of the first games that have been completed. We'll try to get you some other scores throughout the evening. We do thank you for tuning in to Meridian Community College Baseball on MCCEagles.com. And another foul. He is up there fighting. Working the pitch count here. If my counting is correct, I believe that is 8 pitches already. It is a warm evening here at Skaggs Field. Not as warm, of course, as it was for Game 1. Game 1, we're up at about 83 degrees at the start of it. And the pitch is taken for strike 3. 1 away. Now coming up to bat, Mac Pickering. Mac Pickering steps up to the plate. Mac batting right-handed against the lefty. Mac is a switch hitter. 3 for 4 in Game 1. First pitch stays high for ball 1. From the looks of things, Russo is a little bit of a junk baller. Mostly a lot of off-speed stuff so far. Does have a decent fastball. Snuck it right past Marcarius Lee for strike 3. And Mac rips that one to left field. Left fielder is not going to be able to get to it, and that will be a stand-up double for Mac Pickering. Mac lumbering into second, again nursing a sore hamstring, but able to hustle one out there. Good start to Game 2 for Mac. Now coming up to bat, Hootie Parker. And Hootie Parker steps up to the plate. Hootie was 2 for 5 in game 1 with an RBI. Hootie steps into the batter's box. Mac getting a decent lead at second base. Nothing too big. Russo steps off the back of the rubber. First pitch is outside for ball 1. 1-0 count to Hootie Parker. Hootie went into game 1 of the day batting .326. That batting average probably up to about .330 now after a 2 for 5 performance in game 1. Second baseman goes back to keep Mac holding steady at second. Mac with a good size lead. Hootie hits it in the hole between third and short. Shortstop ranges over, will not have a throw over to first. That will be an infield single for Hootie Parker, and that'll bring Case Garner to the plate. Case Garner steps up to the plate. Case was 2 for 5 in game 1 with 2 RBIs. Case has 10 homers on the season. First pitch hangs up a little bit high for ball 1. Runners on first and third for the Eagles. We'd like to remind everybody who's tuning in with us, and those of you who are tuning in for the first time, due to copyright laws, we are not allowed to play music over our broadcast. So if you notice any periods of silence, that's what that is. I do apologize for any inconvenience that it may bring. And Case almost gets hit by that one, gets away from the catcher. Hootie will advance to second. That will give the Eagles 2 men in scoring position with 1 out in the bottom of the first. Case with a big opportunity here to add to his RBI total. Has 28 on the season. That's second on the team to Marcarius Lee. Marcarius Lee has, I believe it's 32 RBIs now after his homer in game 1. Pitch to Case. Swing and a ripped out to left field. Left fielder settles under it. Will be deep enough to advance the runners. And Hootie slides into third safely, and Mac crosses home, and that will give the Eagles the 1-0 lead. Donovan Schau steps up to the plate. Donovan was 3 for 4 in the first game with 3 RBIs. Chance to drive in a run here. First pitch is high for ball 1. Pretty much everything Russo has thrown so far has stayed up. We'll have to watch that as the evening progresses. Donovan tries to check his swing, can't hold up, and that will be a strike. 1-1 count. 2 away, bottom of the first inning. Update from Tommy McDonald Field, 6th inning. Lady Eagles lead 4-1 over Co-Lin, looking to get the sweep today. That one paints the inside corner for strike 2. 1-2 count, 2 away. Hootie getting good walking lead at third base. Outside, ball 2, 2-2 count. And the pitch is fouled off of Donovan's foot, and it will remain a 2-2 count. With the win in game 1, the Eagles are now 18-8 on the season. 7-5 in MAC JC play. Eagles will be back in action against Mississippi Gulf Coast on Friday. Originally scheduled for Saturday, has been moved up to Friday due to potential weather situation coming in this weekend. I know there's a chance of some severe weather coming up on Saturday and Sunday. So coaches got together and decided to go and move those up to Friday. First pitch at 3 o'clock will be in Perkinston, Mississippi, on the campus of Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College. Having a little bit of a baseball issue here. Not sure if it's a grip thing or what. Pitchers changing balls out. But it appears to all be settled now. And it will be a 2-2 count. Donovan will step back up to the plate. And he takes strike 3. Ball gets away from the catcher. Throw down to first will be in time, and that will end the first inning. Eagles get a pair of hits, pick up a run, heading to the top of the second. Eagles lead 1-0. Blake Dindy steps up to the plate. First pitch is driven past shortstop Mac Pickering for a base hit. Will be the first hit of the game for the Trojans. Blake Dindy with the base hit. Now coming up to bat, number 11, Devontae Rhodes. Rhodes had a 2-run homer in the first game. Number 11, Devontae Rhodes. During the time of Orlando, it was a good trip, don't get me wrong. But during the orientation time, from like 8 to 12 on Friday morning, I would have so much rather been at orientation. And the first pitch to Rhodes is low and in dirt. Good block there by catcher Donovan Showles. Will keep it in front of him. Setting the Eagles' defense here for you from left to right. Case Garner in left, Marcarius Lee in center, Davis Ferguson in right, Hootie Parker at third, Mac Pickering at short, Logan Stewart at second, Keegan Westbrook over at first, and Donovan Showles behind the plate. And Tyler Lance is on the mound. Ball 2 there to Rhodes. 2-0 count. Rhodes was 2 for 4 in game 1 with 2 RBIs, again coming off that home run mentioned earlier. That one is fouled off down the first baseline. It will be a 2-1 count. Tyler checks the runner over on first, not getting much of a lead. That one is hit deep to right field. It looks like it is hooking foul, and it will. It will be a 2-2 count. 2-2 count. Next broadcast for us here on MCCEagles.com will take place Tuesday, April the 16th against Northeast Mississippi Community College. 3 o'clock is our start time. And Rhodes fouls that one straight back, and it will remain a 2-2 count. After that, we will broadcast again on Friday, April 19th, which is Good Friday against Northwest Mississippi Community College. That will be a 2 o'clock start that day. And that one is driven between short and third, and that will get out to left fielder Case Garner, and that will give the Trojans runners on first and second with no outs. Now coming up to bat, number 32, Carson Forrester. Forrester steps up to the plate. Westbrook playing up on the grass. Hootie Parker coming up playing even with third. Now he's coming up on the grass. It is a bunting situation, but does not look like Forrester will be bunting here. First pitch from Lance is right down the middle for strike one. 0-1 count. Might still see Forrester square around and bunt here. And Tyler Lance's pitch, right down the middle, swing and a miss for strike two. Took a little something off that one. Would like to give a shout out to Athletic Academic Advisor, Miss Lori McLean, tuning in with us tonight on MCCEagles.com. Glad to have you tuning in tonight, Miss Lori. Hope you get to feeling better. Outside for ball one, 1-2 count. Forrester steps back up to the plate. Runners on first and second, no outs. Runner at second, not getting much of a lead. That one is fouled off, just hanging in there. It will remain a 1-2 count. Game one, Forrester was 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts and a walk. Throw over to first. Close, but not quite. Runner at second dives back into second, even though the throw was to first. Good to see him wanting to get his uniform dirty. And that one is fouled back. Off of the overhang here over the press box. It will remain a 1-2 count. Trying to see if there are a few other scores from around the MACJC. Game 2, Itawamba leads Northeast 7-2. And the pitch. Ooh, a little bit inside for ball 2. That one is hit to third baseman Hootie Parker. Goes to second for 1. That'll be it. Eagles will get 1 at second, and it will be 1 away here in the top of the second. Hootie cut over on that one, had to make the throw in second for the easy out. Logan was not able to turn it over to first. Forrester was motoring down the line pretty good. It will be runners on the corners with one out. And coming up to bat, number 27, Jacob Mayo. Jacob Mayo steps up to plate. Mayo did not play in game one. He's batting 176 on the season. Hits it to deep right field. Davis Ferguson going to the fence, and he gets it at the warning track. Will be deep enough to get the runner in from third, and that will tie things at 1-1. Jacob Mayo gave that one quite the ride. I'd say it went to about the part of the field that's about 350. It went about 345. It was a pretty good shot. Now coming up to bat, catcher number 13, Cole Kelly. I apologize, third baseman Cole Kelly. Kelly batting 143 on the season. And that one is skied high in the infield. Who's going to call it? Mac Pickering takes control. Settles under it, and that is out number 3. Trojans pick up a run on a pair of hits, heading to the bottom of the second. Eagles tied 1-1. Now coming up to bat to start things here in the bottom of the second, Davis Ferguson. Davis was 0 for 4 in game one. Love to see Davis break out of his little mini slump right here with a base hit. First pitch of the inning is inside for ball one. 1-0 count to Davis Ferguson. And that one is fouled back for strike one. 1-1 count. Believe it or not, folks, we are about 1 month out, I believe 1 month from today, from MAC JC tournament play to see who makes it to the Region 23 tournament. So, got not much longer left in the season. The pitch stays high. Ball two. 2-1 count. pretty much everything that Russo has thrown of the breaking pitch variety has just kind of stayed up. Doesn't seem to have a lot of snap to the ball right now. We'll see what happens over the coming innings. That one is skied over around the first base dugout. First base gathers it, and that is out number 1. Now coming up to bat, Gene Torres. And Gene Torres steps up to the plate. Gene was 2 for 3 in game 1. Hit a deep shot to left center that I thought was going to get out of here, but instead it hit right around the top of the fence and stayed in the park. That one may not, though. Let's see. It will. It's going to die down out there in left, and it will come up just a couple of feet short of the warning track. The ball is not really carrying that much out to left today. That one looked like it had a good shot when it jumped off the bat, but my eyes are not the greatest in the world. Now coming up to bat, Keegan Westbrook. Keegan had a good game in game 1, 2 for 4. Also pitched wonderfully. Must have been a little bit high, ball 1. And Keegan has an excuse me swing right there, and that will be strike 1. 1-1 count. Low and in the dirt for ball 2. 2-1 count. Just a little bit high, ball 3. 3-1 count. 2 away. Swing and a miss for strike 2, and it is now a full count on Keegan. Update from Tommy McDonald Field with MCC softball, currently leading 4-2 going into the 7th inning. That one is a little bit low for ball 4. We'll put a runner on first for the Eagles. Now coming up to bat, Logan Stewart. Logan Stewart steps up to the plate. Logan was 0 for 4 in game 1. Looking to pick up his first hit of the day. Squares around the bunt, pulls back, ball 1. Third baseman's playing about even with the bag, so if Logan can get one down the third base line, might be able to beat it out. Doubt we'll see him square around again, though. Throw over to first, not in time. And the pitch. And Logan rips it to left field. That might get down, and it will. That's a base hit for Logan Stewart. It's his first base hit of the day. Good to see Logan get on board with everybody else. Now coming up to bat, Marcarius Lee. Marcarius 0 for 1 on the night. Struck out in his first at bat. Opportunity here with a man in scoring position with 2 outs. For the Eagles' chance to retake the lead. That one gets away from the catcher, and that will advance both runners 90 feet. And the Eagles now have 2 men in scoring position and a 1-0 count. If you tuned in for game 1 with us, you saw Marquez hit a 2-run homer. And Russo's pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 1. 1-1 count. Looks like the Trojans have someone starting to loosen up in the bullpen. Looks like it might be, I believe that's number 5. I believe that's Kellen Spann. And the pitch is high and away, and it gets past the catcher. It's going to be a close play at the plate. Catcher can't quite pick it up, and that will score a run for the Eagles, giving the Eagles the 2-1 lead. Keegan Westbrook scores on the wild pitch. Now makes it 2-1 here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Logan advanced to 3rd on the wild pitch. And good stop there by the catcher to keep that one in front of him. Jacob Mayo with the good play there. And the pitch, and it gets past the catcher as well. That's not a wild pitch. That is just a pass ball right there, and that will score a run, and it will also put Marquez Lee on first with a walk. Now coming up to bat, Mac Pickering. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Mac Pickering at the plate. Mac had a double in his first at bat. Marquez getting a decent lead over at first. Oh, and almost hits Mac for ball 1. 1-1 count. Throw over to first, and it gets past. The Trojans' defense right now is just... And Russo shakes off his catcher. Still shaking him off. I'm going to guess somebody's going to take time here, and Mac Pickering does. 3-1 is our score, bottom of the 2nd inning. That one low and in the dirt. Makes it a 2-1 count. Still a great crowd here at Skaggs Field for Game 2. Warm evening. Swing and a miss for strike two. 2-2 count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the second inning. Eagles have scored 2 this inning, looking to add to their lead. Full count. Ball 4. Another walk, and that will cause a visit to the mound here. And it looks like we might have a pitching change. And we will have a pitching change, and I believe that will be Kellen Span coming in to pitch. We will take a break here. Thank you for watching Meridian Community College Baseball on MCCEagles.com. And Hootie Parker steps up to the plate here with a chance to add to the Eagles' lead. 3-1 is our score. Kellen Span's the new pitcher in for the Trojans. Kellen Span from Meridian, Mississippi. Played last season here at Meridian Community College. Glad to see Kellen back on the mound here. Kellen is 2-1 on the season with a 6.08 ERA. First pitch is hit foul down the first baseline. Hootie Parker at the plate. Hootie's 1 for 1 on the night. Opportunity here to drive a man in. And that one is off his knuckles, out of play, just foul, and the first baseman is able to get over to it, and that will end the inning. Eagles pick up a pair of runs, heading to the top of the third. Eagles lead 3-1. And we're back here to the top of the third inning. Tyler Lance returns for another inning on the mound. That one is fouled back, and it is a 1-1 count. Matt Reed at the plate for the Trojans. Batting left-handed, freshman from Greenville, Mississippi. That one gets away from Case Garner, and it will be a 2-1 count. That one's a little bit outside and low for ball 3, 3-1 count. Fouled straight back, and that will be a full count. Full count. Good news, MCC fans. Lady Eagles have swept Colin, improved to 16-12 on the season. And that pitch is just a little bit high for ball 4. And that gives the Trojans the leadoff man on base. Now coming up to bat, shortstop Tyra Shea. First pitch is a strike, 0-1 count. Low and away for ball 1, 1-1 count. Matt Reed over on first base. Has no stolen bases on the season. Not getting much of a lead. Tyler throws over to first. And that one's a strike. 1-2 is our count. That one is skied into shallow right. Looks like second baseman Logan Stewart will get to it in time. Had a chance possibly to throw back there to first. Matt Reed had gotten a little bit far off the bag, but Reed was able to get back safely. Now coming up to bat, number 2, Drew Pounders. And now here is a stat for you fans out there. Colin is playing Baton Rouge Community College in baseball tonight. At the end of the second inning, Baton Rouge led 2-1. At the end of the third inning, Colin now leads 17-2. They scored 16 runs in the third inning. That is quite amazing. One 1-0 count. Runner from first goes. That is hit into the gap. Can Marcarius Lee get to it? No, he cannot, but he is able to cut it off before it gets past him. And it will make it a close play at second, but he is able to get in safely, and that puts runners on second and third with one away here in the top of the third inning. Now coming up to bat, number 25, Parker Lane. Lane steps up to the plate. First pitch is high for ball 1. And Lance steps off the back of the mound. And the pitch is skied to deep right field. Davis Ferguson back around the warning track. He has it. Fires it to third and almost, wow, what a throw from deep right field there. Almost got the runner at third, but instead it will be a sacrifice fly, and it will make it a 3-2 ball game with 2 outs in the top of the 3rd inning. Blake Denby steps up to the plate. Fouls it off into the Trojan dugout for strike 1. Denby is DHing again in this game for the Trojans. That one is foul. Ooh, that was close. That was very close. And we are going to have an argument here at the plate. Not much of an argument, though. Appeared like the coach was coming out with some intentions of, and then the ball hits the runner heading back to third. Well, this has been quite the adventure right here. Trojans coach, I believe that's Dan Reeves, came out of the dugout. Looked like he was going to argue, but didn't make much of an argument. And then ball just randomly flew in from the outfield and hit the runner heading back to third. So that was quite the fun adventure right there. And Tyler Lance jams him. It is hit into foul territory. Can anybody get to it? Hootie Parker with the great play out there in shallow left in foul territory to get the Eagles out of the inning. Trojans leave a runner on third. Heading to the bottom of the 3rd, Eagles lead 3-2. And we head to the bottom of the 3rd with the Eagles with the 3-2 lead. Case Garner leading things off to start here in the bottom of the 3rd. That one's fouled off. 0-2 count. Case is technically 0 for 0 on the game. He had a sac fly in the first inning. Gave the Eagles the 1-0 lead. That one's high and inside for ball one. 1-2 count. One-two count. Swing and a miss for strike three. One away. Now coming up to bat, Donovan Shows. Donovan Shows steps up to the plate. Shows 0 for 1 on game two. First pitch a little bit inside for ball one. 1-0 count. That one right down the middle for strike one. 1-1 count. Donovan fouls that one off and is now a 1-2 count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 3-2 is our score here in the bottom of the third inning. This is game 2 of the doubleheader. It will be a 7-inning ball game. And Donovan fouls it just down the first baseline, about a foot foul. Donovan steps back into the batter's box. Donovan catching game 2 after playing first in game 1. And we've got time at the plate. And he fouls that one off into the MCC batting cage. Right off the roof over there. And another foul. Making Span work here on the mound. And that one almost gets Donnie in the foot. And another one inside for ball 3. Full count. And another foul. Quite the battle going on here at the plate. Swing and a miss. That one's in the dirt. Gets away from the catcher. Going to have to throw down to first. And that is 2 away here in the bottom of the third inning. Now coming up to bat, Davis Ferguson. Davis Ferguson steps up to the plate. First pitch right down the middle for strike 1. Davis 0 for 1 in the game. That one's a little bit outside. Ball 1. Blowing in the dirt. Ball 2. 2-1 count. Bases are empty. Bottom of the third inning. Eagles with the 3-2 lead. Swing and a miss for strike 2. 2-2 count. Off speed pitch there. Had Davis reaching for it. And he takes strike 3. And Kellen Spann strikes out the side in the bottom of the third. No hits, no runs, nobody left on base. Heading to the top of the fourth, Eagles with the 3-2 lead. Tyler Lance returns to the mound for another inning of work. First pitch, ground ball to second baseman Logan Stewart. Logan knocks it down, throw over to first, just in time. Good play there by Logan Stewart. Good stretch by Keegan Westbrook for out number 1. One pitch, 1 out. Now coming up to bat, number 32, Carson Forrester. First pitch, high for ball 1. 1-0 count. Forrester 0 for 1 on the game. That one is fouled back. 1-1 count. Swing and a miss for strike 2. 1-2 count. A few scores from around Major League Baseball. Atlanta Braves snowed out tonight. Not a statement that you say very often. Washington Nationals leading the Philadelphia Phillies 8-0. That's good news for Braves fans. Swing and a miss for strike 3. 2 away. Now coming up to bat, catcher Jacob Mayo. With the loss, the Nationals will fall to 7-4. With the loss, the Phillies will fall to 7-4, just like the Braves, and they will be tied for first. Oakland Athletics lead the Baltimore Orioles 7-3. Mets leading the Twins 3-1. Yankees trailing the Astros 3-1. Swing and a miss for strike one. Right down the middle for strike two. Tyler Lance dealing just like he wants to right now, working at a quick pace. And that one is he got just a little piece of it and fouls it back. Still a very good crowd of students here tonight. That one's high for ball one. 1-2 count. Ooh, little bit high for ball two. 2-2 count. High and outside, full count. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss for strike three. 3 up, 3 down. Heading to the bottom of the fourth, Eagles with the 3-2 lead. And we head here to the bottom of the fourth at Skaggs Field. Gene Torres stepping up to the plate. Kellen Spann returns to the mound again for the Trojans. First pitch, Gene, low and inside, ball one. Spann has pitched an inning and a third so far with 3 strikeouts. Breaking pitch, Gene, for strike one. One, 2 count. Gene gets set in the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Kellen Spann now has 4 strikeouts through 5 batters. And Keegan Westbrook steps up to the plate. Keegan walked in his first at bat, squares around, lays down a bunt, and it will roll foul. Keegan steps back up to the plate. Takes one a little bit low for ball 1. 1-1 count. That one paints the outside corner for strike 2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. And Logan Stewart steps up to the plate. First pitch, squares around a bunt, lets it go, ball 1. Delta fans didn't agree with that call. Certainly appeared high up here, but maybe they have a better view than me. That one's fouled off for strike 1. 1-1 count. And the pitch, squares around a bunt, pulls back, 2-1 count. We're in the bottom of the 4th here at Skaggs Field. 3-2 is our score. Eagles with the 3-2 lead. Swing, and that was fouled off by Logan Stewart, and it's a 2-2 count. And the pitch, swing and a miss for strike 3. Kellen Spann has returned to Skaggs Field and is pitching quite well. That is 6 strikeouts over the last 6 batters. We head to the top of the 5th, Eagles with the 3-2 lead. Cole Kelly steps up to the plate for the Trojans. Get things started here. First pitch, right down the middle for strike one. That one is ripped deep to left field. That might get over Case Garner's head. And it does. And that will be a double to lead things off here in the top of the fifth inning. That is not what the Eagles needed right there. That one jumped off the bat, and it got just over Case's head, and that will put a runner on second with no outs. Now coming up to bat, Matt Reed coming up to bat. Reed walked in his first at bat. Reed walked in his first at bat of the night. Might square around the bunt here, and he does. Pulls it back and takes strike one. And the Delta fans are disagreeing with the call again. Appeared to be a pretty good pitch. Will be an 0-1 count. First baseman Keegan Westbrook pulling up on the grass. Hootie Parker playing over at third, about even with third. Reed squares around a bunt again and takes another one for strike two. That one painted the outside corner perfectly. Tower Lance looking to work his way out of a little bit of a jam here. Runner on second, no outs. Tower checks the runner at second. Looks like Reed's going to square around again. Interesting to see if he will follow through on the bunt attempt here with two strikes. He squares around, takes it a little bit outside for ball one. 1-2 count. No outs, top of the fifth inning. Shortstop Mac Pickering shaded towards second, looking to hold the runner on. And Reed bops that one, bunts it foul, and that is strike three. And I'm not 100% sure if Reed knew there were two strikes there. He turned around kind of surprised. Coach Dylan Suddeth going to the mound for a visit. It looks like we might have a pitching change. We will take a break. Thank you for watching Meridian Community College Baseball on MCCEagles.com. And we are back here in the top of the 5th inning. Let's set things up for you. Braden Forsyth on the mound for the Eagles, 1 away. Ty Rashay at the plate. First pitch, paints the outside corner for strike 1. Braden Forsyth on the mound for the Eagles, 1.52 ERA, 4 wins on the season. Braden has really come on of late as really a key relief pitcher for us. Checks the runner at second, and the pitch, swing and a miss for strike 2. Braden's got an 0-2 advantage here. Donovan sets up outside, swing and a miss for out 2. Braden Forsyth with the 3-pitch strikeout there. And 2 away. Now coming up to bat, Drew Pounders. Pounders 1 for 2 in game 2. Forsyth working out the stretch, checks the runner at second. And the pitch, fouled back for strike 1. Tyler Lance went 4 1/3 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, both earned, 5 strikeouts, 1 walk. The runner at second is his responsibility. 0-1 count. That one is fouled off. And it's going to bounce back into the stands. Hope everybody's okay. Looks like everybody is. Oh-2 count, 2 away. Eagles looking to hold on to the 3-2 lead. Braden looks in, gets a sign from Donovan. Checks the runner at second. Checks him again. And the pitch, a little bit high for ball 1. 1-2 count. Braden checks second. And the pitch, swing and a miss for strike 3. Braden Forsyth comes in, strikes out 2 straight, and that will take us to the bottom of the 5th, with the Eagles still holding on to the 3-2 lead. And we return to the bottom of the 5th inning with Marcarius Lee leading things off. That one is hit up the middle. Second baseman scoots over to it, throws over to first, and Marcarius Lee comes up limping, which is not a good sign at all for the Eagles. And he is grabbing down around his knee. He is able to hustle off the field, though. Hopefully he just took a wrong step or something. but he does seem to be in some pain. Hopefully, trainer Chris Harrelson will get over there and check him out, and everything will be fine. Now coming up to bat, Mac Pickering. Mac Pickering steps up to the plate. First pitch, takes it outside for ball 1. Looked a little bit high, but called strike 1. Mac rips that out to right field for a base hit. Mac Pickering with the single to right field. Gives the Eagles a runner on first. Now coming up to bat, Hootie Parker. Hootie Parker steps up to the plate. Hootie 1 for 2 on the game. And he drills it through the right side of the infield for a base hit. That will give the Eagles runners on first and second with 1 out. Now coming up to bat, Case Garner. Case Garner steps up to the plate. First pitch a little bit outside for ball 1. Matt gets his lead at second. Case takes one a little bit high for ball 2. 2-0 count. And the pitch, high and inside for ball 3. 3-0 count. Normally, I would say probably taken here, but I would just suspect that if it's right down the middle, Case probably has the green light here. And the pitch, low and away for ball 4. And that will load the bases for the Eagles. Now coming up to the plate, Donovan Shows. Donovan Shows steps up to the plate. Corner infielders playing in, middle infielders playing at double play depth. Mac Pickering at third gets his lead. Hootie Parker at second, and Case Garner at first. First pitch, right down the middle for strike 1. Come on, Donnie, right here. And Donovan hits that down the left field line. It's in no man's land, and it will drop foul. And it will be an 0-2 count. Eagles definitely could use some runs here. Donovan steps back up, calls time. And that one is fouled straight back. It will remain an 0-2 count. All the runners getting good-sized leads here. And Donovan steps out again. 0-2 count, one away. Bottom of the fifth inning, Eagles with the one-run lead, 3-2. Takes it low and in the dirt for ball one. Span taking his time getting the signals. Comes set. And the pitch. And Donovan fouls it down the first baseline. Just about a 1.5 foot foul. And the pitch, high for ball two. 2-2 count. Big situation here for the Eagles. Desperately needing to add some insurance runs. Clinging to the one-run lead in the bottom of the fifth. And that one's fouled off, and it will remain a 2-2 count. Quite the battle going on here between Donovan Showles and Kellen Span. Span taking his time, getting his sign. And we got time out at the plate. And 2-2 pitch upcoming. And the pitch, about a foot outside for ball three. Full count. Nobody warming up in the bullpen for Delta, so it appears that this is Kellen Span's game. Three-two pitch upcoming. And Donnie rips it to left field, and that will be a base hit. And that will get one run in, and that will advance all the runners up one base. And it will make it a 4-2 ball game. Base hit there from Donovan Showles to give the Eagles the two-run lead. Now coming up to bat, Gene Torres. I apologize. Davis Ferguson coming up to bat. Davis Ferguson steps up to the plate. Bases loaded. First pitch right down the middle for strike one. Davis with a big chance here to open things up for the Eagles. And it will dribble back to the pitcher's mound. Might be trouble, and it is going to be. Third baseman fields it, falls down, and that will be an infield hit. Davis Ferguson put it in the right spot, and it went just where it needed to be for the Eagles. Gives the Eagles a 5-2 lead. Gene Torres steps up to the plate with the bases loaded. That one's inside for ball one. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, baseball. No, not quite. Not quite. That is going to be a 3-run double, though, for Gene Torres. He absolutely demolished that baseball right there. Just didn't quite have enough air under it. Gene Torres with an absolute rope to left center makes it an 8-2 ball game with a bases clearing double. Keegan Westbrook steps up to the plate. Eagles now with the 8-2 lead in the bottom of the fifth inning. And now it looks like someone will start stretching and loosening up in the Delta bullpen. Low and in the dirt, ball two. Gene gets his lead at second. Low and away for ball three. 3-0 count. And the pitch. That's a shot to deep left. Not quite deep enough, though. Warning track power. Gene Torres tags going into third, and Gene is safe. That's a lot of man to be lumbering over there to third base, and he got in there. Great hustle there by Gene Torres, advances him to third. Sacrifice fly for Keegan Westbrook, and that will put a runner on third with 2 away, and Logan Stewart coming up to the plate. Logan Stewart at the plate. Logan drives it into shallow left field. Left fielder gets under it, and that will end the bottom of the fifth. Eagles pick up 5, heading to the top of the sixth. Eagles with the 8-2 lead. And we return to the top of the 6th inning. Eagles now leading 8-2. Braden Forsythe returns to the mound. First pitch fouled back for strike one. Swing and a miss, strike two. And the pitch, swing and a miss for strike three. Donovan drops it, has throw down to first, and that is one away.
Number 29, Blake Dindy.
Now coming up to bat, DH Blake Dindy. Dindy's 1 for 2 on the game, scored a run. Swing and a miss. Braden Forsythe out there throwing smoke right now. Ball one. And the pitch paints the outside corner for strike two. Eagles currently lead 8-2 in the top of the 6th inning. That one is fouled off right over around the on-deck circle. Finally have a final from the first game in Scuba today. Holmes defeats East Mississippi 15-14 in game one. They're just getting started in game two. Swing and a miss for strike three. Two away in the top of the 6th. Now coming up to bat, number 11, Devontae Rhodes. Rhodes steps up to the plate. He's 1 for 2 on the game. First pitch, low and away, ball one. Rhodes had a monster home run in the first game. Went probably about 380 feet out there. Landed up amongst the rocks in the MCC logo out in left center. Braden's pitch, just a little bit outside for ball two. 2-0 count. Ooh, that did not feel good. Devontae Rhodes caught one in, I believe, the ribs right there, and he is not feeling good. If it didn't get him in the ribs, it got him in the elbow. Either way, that had to hurt. Good to see. It looks like he's shaking it off a little bit. Going to stay in the game. If that caught him on the funny bone, it is no laughing matter.
Carson Forrester.
Now coming to the plate, Carson Forrester. Forrester 0 for 2 on the game. First pitch, a little bit low, ball 1. Low and away, ball 2. 2-0 count. And that'll bring Coach Dylan Suddeth out to the mound for a visit, and we will take a break. Thank you for watching Meridian Community College Baseball on MCCEagles.com. And we are back here. Throw down to first, a little bit high. And Braden gets one across there for strike 1. Hopefully that will get him settled down. It's now a 3-1 count. Runner on first, 2 away, top of the 6th inning. Eagles with the 6-run lead. And that one is fouled back and is now a full count. Braden has battled back to make it a full count. Carson Forrester at the plate. Runner from first goes, and the breaking ball catches him off guard, and that is out 3. Braden Forsyth with the beautiful pitch to end the top of the 6th. No runs, 1 runner left on base, heading to the bottom of the 6th. Eagles lead 8-2. And we are back here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Eagles with the 6-run lead. Marcarius Lee stepping up to the plate. Eagles looking to add a few more runs here. Put this one completely out of reach. Swing and a miss for strike 2, and that one gets to the backstop. And that's a dribbler out in front of the mound. Going to take a good play from the pitcher. Bad throw to first. It cannot be dug out, and that will give Marcarius Lee it will get him on base to get things started. Now coming up to bat, Mac Pickering. And Banks Tolley checks in to pinch run over on first base for Marcarius Lee. Mac Pickering steps up to the plate, hits the ground ball to shortstop. Shortstop bobbles it, flips to second, over to first, and that is the 6-4-3 DP. 2 away, now coming up to bat, Hootie Parker. Hootie Parker steps up to the plate. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Hootie at the plate, 1-1 count. 2 away, bottom of the 6th inning. That one is fouled off down the right field side. It will be a 1-2 count to Hootie. Ball 2, 2-2 count. And that's a base hit for Hootie Parker to right field. And it looks like Hootie's going to try to stretch it into 2. Hootie hustles, and that is a good job there by Hootie Parker. Give the Eagles a runner on second with 2 outs, and Case Garner coming up to the plate. Case Garner steps up to the plate. First pitch gets away from the catcher, and it will allow Hootie to advance to third. Catcher is just now finding the ball. And SEC play tonight, Mississippi State playing South Alabama. playing a non-conference game. Mississippi State leads 4-3 in the bottom of the 6th inning. And Case Garner skies that one to right field. Right fielder settles under it, and he drops it. He dropped it. Wow. And that will bring another run across for the Eagles. It will now be 9-2. 9-2 is our score. Parker Lane out there in right field, I believe, just lost it in the lights. It just couldn't quite reach his glove. Now coming up to bat, Donovan Shows. Donovan Shows steps up to the plate now with the Eagles leading 9-2. Case Garner at second. First pitch bounces far away from the catcher, and it will advance Case to third. And the pitch, low and in the dirt. Shows at the plate, 2-1 count. High and outside, ball 3. 3-1 count with Davis Ferguson in the on-deck circle. And he takes ball 4, and that will give the Eagles runners on the corners with Davis Ferguson coming to the plate. Davis Ferguson steps up to the plate. First pitch splits right down the middle for strike 1. Eagles with runners on the corners, 2 away. Bottom of the 6th inning. This is scheduled to be a 7-inning ball game. Eagles with the 7-run lead. Davis takes strike 2 and is now an 0-2 count. And Davis fouls that one off, and it will remain an 0-2 count. And Davis steps back up to the plate. And the pitch is driven to deep center field. Center fielder settles under it, and that will be out 3. Davis gave that one a good ride. Heading to the top of the 7th, Eagles lead 9-2. And we head to the top of the seventh inning with the Eagles leading 9-2. Braden Forsyth returns to mound, looking to get the final 3 outs, and the Eagles pick up the sweep here. If they can hold on and pick up the wins, they will improve to 19-8 on the season and 8-5 in MAC JC play. Second pitch is a strike, and it is an 0-2 count. And ground ball to shortstop Mac Pickering. Mac's over, throws over to first, and just like that, one away here in the top of the seventh inning. Now coming up to bat, number 13, Cole Kelly.
Number 13, Cole Kelly.
First pitch, low and in the dirt for ball 1. Two 2-0 count. And that one's right down the middle for strike 1. 2-1 count. And that one is low and away for ball 4. That will give the Trojans a runner on first. Now coming up to bat, Matt Reed.
Number 1, Matt Reed.
Swing and a miss for strike 1. That one is fouled down the third baseline. It will be an 0-2 count. Going in the dirt, 1-2 count. High and outside, ball 2. Two count. Little bit low and outside for ball 3. Full count. 9-2 is our score. Top of the 7th inning. Eagles with the 7-run lead, 1 away. Braden looking to close things out. Swing and a miss for strike 3, and that's 2 away. Eagles need 1 more out. Now coming up to bat, Ty Richey.
Number 4, Ty Richey. See you later. Oh, thank you. You too.
That paints the inside corner for strike 1. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Come on, Braden, one more.
Oh, 2 count. Braden Forsyth looking to close things out here. And the pitch, a little bit low, ball 2. Ball 1, I apologize. 1-2 count. A little bit outside, ball 2, 2-2 count. Two count, 2 away. Swing and a miss for strike 3, and that does it. The Meridian Community College Eagles pick up the doubleheader sweep today, and just as the song says, another one bites the dust. We appreciate you tuning in today.
Community College this Friday, April the 12th, and they are back here in action at Skaggs on Tuesday, April the 16th versus Northeast Mississippi for games at 3 and 6.
We do thank you for tuning in to Meridian Community College baseball today. Thank you for tuning in with us and sticking around with us. Eagles win game 2, 9-2, improved to 19-8 overall and 8-5 in MAC JC play. For everybody here at Meridian Community College, we thank you for watching. Wish you a good night, and go Eagles.